From the very first steps of your journey, the presence of a greater purpose may have gently revealed itself in ways that transformed your life. Some of us carry invisible marks from an early age, traits that indicate a special and silent calling that walks alongside us through the years. It feels as though the Creator has crafted a unique path for each of us, leaving signs along the way to remind us of the divine purpose bestowed upon our lives. These signs, often delicate and seemingly ordinary, whisper that since childhood, you have been set apart for something extraordinary. They are reminders that your existence is intertwined with a spiritual mission, a task that goes beyond immediate perception. Perhaps you've had moments that made you feel that you shared a profound connection with the world, or experienced a reassuring certainty that you were not alone. These moments were not mere coincidences. They are manifestations of a divine calling. The scriptures remind us of this truth in Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Like Jeremiah, many of the chosen already exhibit traits from their childhood that prepare them for a unique destiny. Today, I invite you to reflect on the characteristics of your own story and to recognize the signs that have always been present. Join this journey of self-discovery as we contemplate the 10 signs that may reveal that you were chosen from the earliest moments of your life. As you look back, you might just see that the clues were there all along, pointing you toward the divine purpose that awaits you. 1. Singularity. Since you were young, you may have sensed that you were different from your peers. Perhaps you were more introspective, drawn to observe the world around you, or harboring thoughts and feelings that others didn't quite share. This sense of singularity is akin to intuition, a feeling that you were made for something unique, even if you couldn't articulate it. While other children played and fit in seamlessly, you may have preferred quiet moments, reflecting or asking profound questions that adults found difficult to answer. You might have felt a sense of disconnection from those around you, wondering why you didn't seem to belong entirely in this world. Though it felt lonely at times, this feeling doesn't signify something being wrong with you. Instead, it is a sign that you were set apart for a greater purpose. Your difference is not a flaw, but rather a mark placed on your soul, indicating that your life has inherent significance. Such a child may be one who, even without understanding why, feels compelled to care for others, to help or protect those in need. You might have empathized with a lonely classmate or felt sorrow when witnessing someone suffering, even without a word being spoken. This illustrates a heart prepared for something greater. Romans 12:2 emphasizes, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Embracing your uniqueness is the first step toward understanding the purpose God has woven into your life. 2. Consciousness. From a tender age, you may have realized that your view of the world was distinctive. You saw things through heightened senses, catching details others might overlook. This acute perception was difficult to articulate, but it felt as if you were attuned to something greater, something beyond the visible. While other children were consumed by play, you might have been aware of the emotions around you, recognizing subtle gestures or even shifts in your environment. It was as if your spirit could feel and read the atmosphere in ways that were beyond the ordinary. For instance, you may recall moments of profound connection with nature, or a serene experience that stirred something deep within you. Perhaps the rustling of leaves, the sound of rain, or quiet nighttime stillness sparked an inexplicable feeling. These were not mere coincidences. Rather, they were signs of your connection to the bigger picture. This heightened consciousness is a hallmark of the chosen ones, revealing your unique role in the grand tapestry of life. Proverbs 20:27 notes, "The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that searches all the inner parts of a person," a reminder that God often guides us through our sensitivity, illuminating the path ahead. Recognizing your heightened consciousness is an essential step toward understanding your purpose. It serves as a divine tool to fulfill the mission you were set apart for, allowing you to perceive what truly matters. 3. Empathy. One of the most evident signs that you were chosen is your capacity to deeply feel the emotions of those surrounding you. From childhood, you may have discovered that while many overlooked or dismissed others' feelings, you were attuned to them, as if they were your own. This genuine empathy is not merely a personality trait, it is a spiritual gift that prepares you to care for and serve others. Perhaps you can call to mind instances when you sensed someone was sad or troubled and felt an urge to comfort them, even without knowing the full story. It's as if you could see beyond mere words, feeling the pain or happiness of others as though it were a part of your own experience. This extraordinary empathy reflects the love of God within you, shaping you to be a beacon of hope for those in distress. Romans 12:15 encourages us, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn." This essence of shared feelings mirrors divine love and fulfills God's purpose in our lives. Your profound empathy, present since childhood, is not a weakness but a strength, an empowering tool that allows you to connect deeply with others, extending support, understanding, and light in challenging times. Acknowledge this ability as a sign of your calling, your invitation to live out a greater purpose by helping those in need and reflecting God's love in every act of compassion. 4. Premonitions. Many chosen ones often experience remarkable dreams or premonitions from an early age, visions that can come to pass over time. These occurrences are not mere happenstance but evident signs that something greater is at play in your life. The dreams may be rich with significance, serving as messages that hint at the unique purpose you are destined for. You may remember an exceptionally vivid dream that felt more real than any other, lingering in your memory for years. Perhaps you have sensed events before they unfolded, witnessing their realization just as you envisioned. These experiences, while puzzling in childhood, represent your connection with the divine. A chosen child might have dreams that offer warnings of future events or grant solace in times of uncertainty. They act like seeds planted within you, preparing your heart to recognize and embrace the purpose God has in store. These dreams often come as comforting reminders, assuring you that you are never alone on your journey. The Bible attests to the way God communicates through dreams, as seen in Job 33:15-16. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon people while they slumber, then He opens their ears and seals their instruction. This scripture reinforces that the Lord often uses dreams to guide us and reveal His plans. If you've had these moments, remember, they are reflections of your greater calling. 5. Protection. Since your earliest days, you may have encountered instances where you felt an inexplicable shield of protection. Events that seemingly diverted danger or unexpected happenings may have led you to believe that a force beyond the ordinary ensured your safety. These experiences of feeling watched over were not coincidental. They are unmistakable signs of divine protection at work. Consider the episodes where you emerged from perilous situations, feeling as if something unseen intervened to safeguard you. These moments, though hard to comprehend at times, highlight the reality that you are held in the hands of a loving Creator. Reflecting on these instances can help you embrace the reality of divine protection, cherished from a young age, ensuring that you move forward in the unique mission laid out for your life. As you continue to explore these signs alongside us in the Chosen One Sanctuary, Remember that your journey of understanding and discovery is a reflection of the unique purpose that is already woven into the fabric of your life. You are never alone on this path. The divine has guided you every step of the way. Together, let's acknowledge and honor the signs of your calling as we embrace the destiny that awaits. Have you ever experienced an accident or found yourself in a complicated situation that unexpectedly turned out in your favor? In those moments, you might have sensed an invisible presence by your side, as though a guardian was looking out for you, ensuring that no significant harm would come your way. This sense of protection, which has been with you since childhood, is a sign of God's care. He watches over those chosen to fulfill a special purpose. Consider a memory where, without consciously realizing it, sheer instinct guided you away from danger, or perhaps someone appeared in your life at precisely the right moment to lend a helping hand, as if sent by a higher power. These instances are far from mere coincidences. They reflect the notion that your life holds a greater significance and that you are being prepared and shielded to accomplish a divine mission. Psalm 91:11 reminds us about this special protection, stating, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." This assurance indicates that God assigns his protection to those with vital roles in his plan. Acknowledging these feelings of divine protection helps illustrate that your journey is not taken alone. Such moments serve as reminders that you are part of something far greater, that your path is being guided and safeguarded so that God's purpose can come to fruition. Embracing this reality empowers you to live with increased confidence and gratitude, reassuring you that even in challenging times, you have never been abandoned. Your narrative is crafted with care, and every detail showcases the divine love and protection that envelops you. From an early age, you may have felt God's presence nearby, much like a faithful friend walking alongside you. This intimacy is no coincidence or figment of your imagination. Rather, it's a profound expression of divine love being manifested in your life. You might recall moments when you spoke to God in simple terms, as if he were standing right there, listening to your every word. Even without audible replies, many chosen individuals experience this perception, transforming their connection with God into something as natural as friendship. During challenging times, you may have encountered a peace that defied understanding given the circumstances. Perhaps, in moments of chaos, a comforting atmosphere enveloped you, assuring you that you were not alone. These occurrences signify that God's presence has always been there, guiding and fortifying you from a young age. You might have even felt the urge to pray or seek answers from something greater, showcasing that your heart was already attuned to the divine, ready to receive the blessings and guidance essential to your journey. This close relationship with God stands as one of the most cherished gifts a chosen individual can experience. The Bible confirms this truth in Psalm 145:18, where it states, "The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth." This passage reassures us that God is not distant, but is perpetually beside those who seek him with faith and sincerity. If you have experienced this closeness since childhood, understand that it reflects the divine calling uniquely assigned to you. This relationship is not commonplace, but rather a foundation for fulfilling the singular mission that God has in store for you. As chosen ones, challenges often arise from a young age, making you feel different from those around you. You might have sensed, even as a child, that you didn't completely fit in with your peers or even with your own family. This sensation of being an outsider may have been painful and isolating, yet it played a vital role in shaping who you've become today. These obstacles did not happen without purpose. They were integral elements of the preparation process for the greater destiny you are meant to fulfill. Often, this feeling of isolation offers you a deeper perspective on the world. While others may flow seamlessly through daily interactions, you might have found yourself questioning aspects that few pondered. Although this introspection may have felt uncomfortable, it expanded your understanding of life and the people in it. In these moments of solitude, God works within our hearts, developing the resilience required to navigate obstacles and grasp the complexities of the human experience. For instance, you may have been the one deeply attuned to the feelings of others while your peers overlooked the struggles surrounding them. Or perhaps you felt that your thoughts and ideas were not fully appreciated, as if you perceived the world through a different lens. This distinction is not weakness, but rather a sign that you have been set apart for a much greater purpose, one that requires strength and bravery. The Bible teaches us that these hardships are part of the preparation process. In Romans 5:3-4, it is written, "Not only that, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." These trials do not serve as punishments, but rather as tools to shape your character and fortify your faith. Remember that to be a beacon of hope, you must first navigate turbulent waters. The struggles you have faced have equipped you, transforming your pain into strength and solitude into empathy. A unique fascination may have marked your childhood, drawing you toward narratives that transcended the ordinary. While others were captivated by fairy tales and fictional adventures, you may have been more enthralled by accounts of courage, faith, and sacrifice, stories of martyrs, spiritual leaders, or individuals who triumphed over formidable challenges to fulfill a greater purpose. This fascination was not simply a preference. It reflected the unique calling that God intricately wove into the fabric of your life, preparing you to shine brightly in a world often burdened by doubt and fear. Your early enthusiasm for such stories may have begun with biblical narratives. For instance, the bravery demonstrated by David in confronting Goliath may have resonated deeply within you, proving that faith in God yields the power to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Alternatively, the steadfastness of Noah, who obeyed God by building the ark amid pervasive skepticism, may have ignited your determination. These stories were more than entertainment. They sowed seeds of inspiration within you, illustrating that faith can transform lives and shift mountains. The cunning perseverance of Joseph, who endured betrayal, injustice, and years of waiting before witnessing God's plan unfold, also stands as a powerful testament. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, he remained faithful and ultimately became a leader who saved many from starvation. For a child entranced by such narratives, Joseph's journey is a poignant reminder that even the hardest experiences serve a greater purpose, a lesson that deeply resonates with the heart of a chosen one. In addition to biblical accounts, you may have felt drawn to the stories of real people who embodied courage and faith in dire circumstances. Martyrs who steadfastly held on to their beliefs, missionaries who spread God's message across distant lands, and reformers who pursued justice may have fueled your desire to impact the world around you. Such examples of unwavering dedication often ignited in you the yearning to lead a life driven by purpose. The Bible emphasizes the importance of drawing inspiration from such examples. In Hebrews 12:1 we read, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." This passage serves as a reminder that the stories of faith from others act as guiding lights, encouraging us to journey forward. If you identified with these accounts from a young age, it was more than a passing interest. It was God actively shaping your heart for your calling. The stories you cherished were not merely examples, but reflections of the unique purpose God has been revealing in your life. Speak, for your servant is listening. This profound statement reflects how Samuel, even without complete understanding, was eager to listen and learn. demonstrating an open soul deeply connected to the divine. Similarly, we recall the young Jesus, who at the age of 12 was discovered in the temple engaged in dialogue with the religious leaders. As noted in Luke 2:46-47, he posed questions and listened intently, leaving the teachers astonished at his insight. Just as Jesus exhibited an early interest in spiritual matters, the curiosity you felt in your youth mirrors a greater calling within you. This pursuit for understanding may have led you to delve into biblical narratives, observe human behavior, or spend countless hours pondering the essence of existence. You yearned to grasp more than what met the eye, for deep down you sensed a greater force orchestrating all things. Perhaps in times of quiet contemplation, you felt an undeniable presence or intuition nudging you to continue your search. This spiritual and existential wonder is a precious gift. It's as though God is preparing you to be someone who not only learns, but also shares the wisdom and hope you have discovered. Proverbs 2:3-5 motivates us to call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding. Seek her as silver, and search for her as for hidden treasures. In doing so, you will come to understand the reverence of the Lord and uncover the knowledge of God. This thirst for wisdom serves as a dynamic tool propelling you on your journey. It shapes your faith and empowers you to inspire others in their search for truth, transforming lives along the way. Reflecting on your childhood, you may have faced numerous challenges: loss of a loved one, financial hardships, or family struggles. Though painful, these experiences have shaped you, equipping you to tackle even greater challenges ahead. This resilience acts as a kind of spiritual armor, enabling you to persevere, even when burdens seem impossibly heavy. While it may be hard to comprehend, know that the hardships you have endured have not been in vain. Each obstacle surmounted has fortified you, enhancing your readiness to fulfill the purpose God has laid out for you. The resilience you exhibit is a testament to the divine plan unfolding in your life. Be thankful for the strength that often appears out of nowhere. It serves as a reminder that you are never alone and that God stands by your side, even amid the toughest battles. Harness this strength to advance forward, recognizing that every victory draws you closer to your destiny as one of the chosen. Realizing these signs in your life is merely the beginning of an ever-evolving journey. Each chapter of your story unveils new revelations, challenges, and chances for spiritual development. Moments that once seemed trivial in your childhood might now reveal profound significance as you progress in your relationship with God. Perhaps that imaginary friend you conversed with was in fact a spiritual guide watching over you. The times you escaped perilous circumstances without rational explanation were, indeed, instances of divine intervention. Being among the chosen does not equate to leading a trouble-free life. On the contrary, your path is replete with challenges that mold your character, much like gold being purified through fire to enhance its value. These trials are not punishments but essential learning experiences that strengthen your resolve, preparing you for the grand purpose God has in store for you. If you see these signs mirrored in your own journey, know that it is no coincidence. You are a vital part of a divine plan being unveiled each day. Share your experiences with others who are also on the path to discovering what it means to be chosen. Your story has the power to inspire and uplift those who are just beginning their spiritual quest. Allow your light to shine brightly, illuminating the way for those around you, and reflecting God's love in every step of your journey. This illumination is not solely for your benefit. It is for everyone seeking their true purpose. Comment below to share if you recognize these signs from your childhood. Let's come together to learn, grow, and support each other on this blessed journey. Amen.